I started streaming, start recording. Awesome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the last episode so far for now ish of Doctors and Dungeon Masters. I am Casey James, PhD candidate at UWM, and I am the Dungeon Master.
Hello, I am Leah Liebzeller, PhD candidate in anthropology, and I play Ash, the fighter bard.
Eric, I'm a PhD student or candidate at UW Milwaukee, and I'm loving playing my illusion wizard, Nor.
Hi, my name is Corey. I'm a PhD candidate in the English department, UWM, Plan C for plan. I don't have a plan, really. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm playing Taratha, the Dibwiz.
Hi, this is Ati. I am a PhD student in the anthropology department, and I'm playing a cleric today to help and heal my friends.
Yup. And last but not least.
Last but not least, my name is Katie Knisley. I am an alum of UWM Business School, and I am playing a rogue named Alquethiel.
Solid. And before we get to recap last week's session, I'd just like us to read our land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that in Milwaukee, we live and work on traditional Potawatomi, Ho-Chunk, and Menominee homelands along the southwest shores of Michigami, part of North America's largest system of freshwater lakes, where the Milwaukee, Menominee, and Kinnickinnic rivers meet, and the people of Wisconsin's sovereign Anishinaabe, Ho-Chunk, Menominee, Oneida, and Mohican Nation remain present. And with that, what happened last week?
We entered into the final battle of the game, and we're sneaking into a city run by the Inquisition to kill all the upper management, essentially.
I'd like to speak to your managers.
Yeah, we're gonna go
I'd like
bitch
to
slap
slay
like
your
a true
managers.
Karen. These fucking managers, like, you gotta, sometimes that Karen energy is useful, particularly when taking out Nazis. So that's how I feel about that. So that's what we're doing. So we killed some guards, and then we killed some monsters, and we made a bunch of noise. So now we're not sneaking anymore.
No, because y'all blew shit up in a good way, though.
Yeah, we had a tornado with, I think, both fire and ice. Wasn't I correct about that?
Lightning.
It was definitely fire and lightning. Yeah, fire and lightning. So that was fun. Did some combo powers, which was great. And now we're gonna go across a bridge, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan.
Yeah. And then I just wanted to point out, a very good use of some mirage permanent illusion or whatever, to stop an ancient gold dragon from wrecking y'all, as well as summoning some beloved demons from the desert, as well as another friendly cleric. So yeah. You all... One second, I have to share my clip studio with y'all. You all cross the bridge going further to the courtyard that the war chiefs are meeting. The courtyard, it seems not guarded by any sort of physical means. There are these posts that are stationed every 30 feet or so that go about 30 feet high, but it's just literally a metal pole. Behind it, though, are about 100 infantry, most of them armed with swords and shields, others armed with longbows. And behind them, you see the building that you are meant to infiltrate. In front of it, a series of cannons pointed in your direction. Nor, what do you do?
I turn on the ring. and go ballistic, I guess. I don't know, you know. So Nora already has this ring on, but she like I
Yeah.
don't know, fiddles with it for a moment, and then she just starts like lifting up off the ground, and her whole form just kind of turns into this kind of bluish like energy where like her like she doesn't even look human anymore. Like think more like Dr. Manhattan as she just like and starts to oot out and hover in the air. And then I don't know, she's just going to speak, and it's going to be like 24 voices, all different accents and nationalities and eras of time speaking into existence at once. Let's go. I don't know.
I love it. And the people arming the cannon start loading these heavy cannonballs into it and light the fuses. The archers draw back their bows. The fighters ready their swords. Let's roll for initiative. Give me 1 second. All right, 20 to 25.
1 sec. 30.
Jesus Christ.
Because I rolled a nat 20 because I have advantage because of foresight, and I have the gift of alacrity, so I added d8, so I got 30.
Jesus. Ash?
Ash got a 26, and Tali, well, I guess, yeah, Tali got an 18, so that doesn't count.
It's alright, I'll pop her in. At this point, Taratha, what did you get?
Simulacrum got a 23. Taratha got a 22.
Jesus. I forgot about her simulacrum. And then Katie, what did A get?
9.
You have like one of the best dexes, and like even on Friday, you were like beefing those dex rolls.
And I got 13.
Nice. All right, give me 1 moment. I forgot I gotta pop the simulacrum up. 1 second. Duplicate. Pop her over here. Pew. All right. So first up with the jump, Avatar State Nor.
So how far away is A1 and A2?
Oh god, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, from each other?
Well, just from me. I just need to know if they're both within 150.
I would say yes.
I will rise up into the air, move forward, and just say, burn! And I will cast Firestorm. I'll move like 20 feet closer, just to be a little further away from the friends. And so Firestorm is, the air consists of 10 10-foot cubes. So I think I can hit
Yes.
every enemy with this. Is that correct?
Yeah. So here's the flavor. Each of those groups is like 30 people.
Okay.
So you will be able to hit all of them. I just wanted to like stress that like this is not like, you know, a couple of people, like they are like it's an army in front of you. So I am going to kind of roll a percentage to see how many this is going to account for their health. Okay. So what's the save? It doesn't matter. It's a 7.
21.
It's a natural 7. So, you know what? With that, I'm gonna do another roll, and they still fail. So all of them fail.
There are 2 10s on this damage dice.
Nice.
So it does 36 fire damage to all of them, or half as much if they succeeded.
Yeah, none of them succeeded. Pretty much, I rolled a percentile die to see what the breakdown was, and I rolled 2 saves, for them, but both groups failed. So they take that full. So this wall of fire, columns just peppering them, start burning them up, and they're shouting. But they still have their arrows drawn, and they start flying in the air. But first, Ash, it is your turn.
Invisible.
Oh,
yeah. I'm invisible. Right. Thank you. Oh man, is that gonna drop though as soon as I go into this anti-magic field?
You don't know what it is.
Come on.
Well, my firestorm.
You don't know what it
wasn't-
is?
My firestorm existed in it, so that's good.
Positive. All right, C1 is on the ground, yeah?
Correct.
All right, how far? Well, I can't even see me. Who am I? Which one am I?
You're this one.
I'm okay. All right, so let's see, 5,
25. That's 30 if you dashed 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you're 55 feet away from the cannons.
10. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will run up there and bonus action A. I will give her a
Inspiration.
yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong sheet. There we go. Yes.
It's all good. I know that feel.
Yeah.
That was for
Be
me.
like, you can do it. You get a. It's not his voice at all, but whatever. D8, a D8 in the next 10 minutes to use wherever you want, except for damage.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Next up, we have the Simulacrum and Taratha.
Cool. So the cannon C1.
Yep.
Okie dokie. We're gonna fly. I'm just gonna do both of us at the same time, just to make things easier.
Yeah.
We're both gonna fly to the left 30 feet, and then we're both gonna cast mirror image on ourselves. So there's now a lot of
Too
terror.
many. This is my fucking nightmare, fam.
That's what 8 Terathas.
That's a lot of Tarathas. I'm so glad you didn't use clone. Anyway. Anything with a bonus action or nah?
No. Nope. Just 30 feet to the left and mirror image. We're all good.
Sounds good. Next up, we have Archer Pack 1. They are going to make 30 ranged attacks, 10 of which at Ash, 10 of which at Nor. So, oh no, wait, they wouldn't know that Ash is there. They can't see him.
Disadvantage on all attacks against Nor.
Yep. So I think what they're going to do is, yeah. Okay, so roll. This is with disadvantage. So 20d20 just to see what those first 20 rolls are. Let's see. First is a miss, second is a miss, third is a miss, fourth, fifth. The sixth one might hit with a 22. Does that hit?
I have an 18. Since I have the double Terathas for counter spells, I'm gonna shield, and
Sounds
just like
good.
and just like it's like a flick of the wrist, and like the arrows just are probably not an arrow will hit me. I don't know. Hopefully, no arrows hit me.
All
With
right. Yeah, no, all of them failed because that disadvantage is a bitch. So yeah, a hail of 10 arrows fire their way in Nor's direction, but she shields it at the last moment. Then another 10 are gonna go to you. Let's see. 16, 17, 24, nat 1, 22.
24, 22.
A crit, and the rest miss. So, is
So
that
crit 24, 22.
sounds good? 8, 12,
Goodbye, my friends. Yeah,
14, 19, plus 12. 1 second. That is going to be 31 points of damage.
yeah.
And then I think they're gonna do another volley at Nor, because she's the biggest threat.
So DM,
Yeah.
I healed myself up to 109, but I show as 59 right now.
I mean, we short rested right before this, so it's reasonable that you would have back your health. I would.
Okay,
You didn't
Bec- I
short
just, like-
rest after the second fight, though.
That was when we short rested. It was after the second fight. Oh no, you're right. It was before the first one. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
so okay, then I'll go with 59. Though I think I did heal, but
Did you
I'm
get-
not so sure. So
Did you get hit at all in the second fight? Do you remember?
I don't remember,
Rip.
but
Because if you
Oh.
healed yourself up after the first fight, it would make sense for you to have gotten damage. But
I'll go with this and check the stream from last week
yeah,
and see if I actually healed.
Yeah, because we did that at the very, that was like the very last thing we did. There was very little, so just check the last few minutes.
Okay.
So back to Nor. That is a miss. Miss, miss, miss.
23 is the number to beat.
Okay. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All miss. There are a lot of negated crits and hits in there, but the disadvantage just makes it almost impossible to hit you.
Yeah. She's just a blur. Like you can't
Yeah.
even like you can barely not even see her because she's got this foresight up. So it's just like she can see every arrow where it's going to land before it even is fired, and just effortlessly is dodging all of them. And those that get close are just pluck off the shield.
I love it. Next up is Tali.
Okay. I mean, do we have anyone who's looking real hurt already?
It might be you, but
Yeah,
we're not
I have
sure.
28 HP right now. If I didn't heal myself before this fight,
Actually, you
I'm
know
at
what?
28.
Put yourself at full because Shimmer would have used charges of heal, which is 70 HP. So
I think that happened. That's
Yeah.
what I got my heal, but
I think I remember that happening. Yeah.
yeah.
okay, then I will fool myself. Then take the 31 out.
Yeah. So someone
Right.
just got hit for 31 points of damage, but everyone else is looking okay.
Okay.
Okay. Shit, I don't even know what Tali would do. The lay of this land. She doesn't want to use any of her big things yet. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna... She'll follow Ash.
Sounds good. Dashing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put them next to each other. Alright. Next up, we have the second round of archers. We're going to do 10 to 1 second. Odds, it's the simulacrum. Evens, it's Taratha. It's gonna 10 to Taratha, 10 to Tali, 10 to Nor. So let's do 1 second. Roll 10d20. So a 22, I assume, would usually hit Taratha. So can you roll me a? I'm not sure if you're shielding at all either.
Is it just 22 across the board?
So there's a 22. Well, we're gonna go one by one because Taratha wouldn't know what's hitting and what's not. So would she shield on a 22?
Yeah, to Aerotho with shield. That would put me up to 23 if I'm doing the math right. Yeah, 23 AC.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more miss, and then another one would hit. Roll to see if it hits one of your mirror images.
Hits the mirror.
Sounds good. And the rest miss. All of, she's a little bit too tough to hit. These wizards are bastards, everyone. The 10 to Tali, we've got a 20, God, math is hard, 25. What's her AC?
That meets, she'll shield.
Okay, sounds good. So her AC's 30 right now? I can't.
Hold on. Let me... I haven't done shield in so long, I don't even know.
Shield gives you +5, so I just wanted to confirm
yes.
that her
So
natural...
it would be 30, yes.
Yep.
Currently would be 30.
Sounds good. Alright, yeah, so then all of them will miss, and then we need the disadvantage rolls on Nor. And that is going to be... there is one... Oh, no, wait. I have to take the lower of the two, sorry. Okay. All right. Does a 21 hit you, Nor? I forget. Sorry.
Not with shield up.
Got it.
23.
Got it. Double 19. So finally, one will hit her, but only one.
Okay.
So
Maybe it'll knock my temp HP out.
yeah, 9. It does
All
not.
right.
So
All right.
finally, one just kind of it gets like her shoulder, but she's able to sort of like. She doesn't even have to move. It just falls out of her completely intact, and the wound is non-existent. Next up, we have the fighter squads 1 and 2 who are going to rush forward. Fighter squad 1 is going to rush over to Tali. Fighter squad 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and dashing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we'll get into melee with some of you. And then that's going to be 30 attacks on Tali, but luckily she is shielded, so they can literally only crit on her. So that's 1, 2, and then, yeah, so that's just 2 crits on her, luckily. It's good because they don't crit on a 19, and there's a lot of 19s in there. 23, 26, plus 8. 34 points of damage onto Tali from those 30 attacks. And they come swarming around, slashing in. Some of them like bumping into Ash, but not like realize they're bumping into Ash. And next up we have you.
Ooh. I will
have
cast
this-
Calm Emotions.
Uh-huh.
I will cast Calm Emotions on F2.
Is it a creature? Because there's 30 of them right now.
So you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people.
Mhm.
Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose must make a charisma saving throw, or if a creature fails its saving throw, one of the following 2 effects. So basically, frightened or charmed.
Mm-hmm. 1 second.
So charisma 18.
Spell alternatively hostile Taurus. Okay, so just so you know, this indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed. So essentially, people are going to attack its friends again.
Yeah.
So you could still do this, but their friends are going to get hurt before their next turn. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I'm trying to see if frightened, but if it happens before their turn, it's meaningless.
Yeah, that's the issue.
So instead, I will cast. I'm really sorry. I was so hyped by that idea.
Sorry.
I will cast Guardian of Fate.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
Dex 18.
And that happens on their turn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So remind me on their turn when it comes up. Next up we have fighters 3 and 4 who are going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and move forward. At long last, we have A.
I'm still here.
Yup. You've been kind of like ducking as like the arrows just plink past Nor.
Is Nor who's directly in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna mumble under my breath, "Yip yip, motherfucker,"
Nice.
and my cape will turn into wings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go only like 10 feet in the air,
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take a diagonal to the upper left corner of what looks like a sad Cabbage Patch.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Oh, I think I counted that wrong. So I would be in the middle because I would only have 10 feet. Or 50 feet of
Got it.
flying.
So in the middle of the Cabbage Patch.
Yeah, the dead middle of the Cabbage Patch.
Mm-hmm.
I just made it a marker. And then I'm going to bonus action cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Solid. And then anything else?
Nope, that will be my turn.
Sounds good. Next up, we have the cannons, who's going to fire 2 rounds at the person that just yipped. The first one is cocked. That's going to be a 16, which probably will not hit you. And the second one is a 19. They rolled like ass. Does a 19 hit?
The 19 does, yes.
Oh, okay. So that is going to be 28 bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
You got it? Save is an 18.
You're fine. So you feel it kind of push you back, and you're almost knocked down to the ground, but you are able to kind of let it roll off your shoulder. It hurts like a bitch, but you're fine. And now we are back to the top of the lineup with Avatar State Nor.
Oh wow, I did not expect to go so soon. So okay, so here's my question:
Ash is on deck.
Would a 60-foot radius circle hit all of the enemies? If not, I have a different thing to do. They're pretty far away, but it's kind of hard to tell because it looks like
it would
no
get
offense,
everyone if you. Go ahead.
It's hard to tell because it looks like there's a grid on top of a grid in the fortress, so I couldn't tell I couldn't tell what was 5 and what was not. That's why I couldn't count on my.
Everything's a 5 foot. And you would get everyone, but with that 60-foot radius, let me just see if it's centered 5, 10, 15, 20.
It'll catch us too. That's okay.
Yeah, it would get everyone that is at F2 and forward. So it'd be Tali, Ash, and A caught in the crossfire. But you would get everyone.
I lift up my hands and then I just summon a sunburst down on top of everything. Brilliant sunlight flashes in this area. Everything needs to make a con save. DC 21.
Sounds good. Archer Group 1, Nat 1s. Archer Group 2, Dirty 20, so that won't do it. Fighter Group 1, Natural 2. Fighter Group 2 will save with the 25, so I just have to write saved.
Sounds
Fighter
good.
Group 3, that's a 22. Fighter Group 4, fail. So all but Fighter Groups 2 and 3 failed. Oh, and then the cannons, I'm sorry, who Nat 20s.
Oh, darn. Okay,
That's a lot.
Yes, so the ones who failed take 46
Jesus.
radiant damage and are blinded.
Shit.
The ones who succeed take 23 radiant damage and are not blinded. They can repeat the save at the end of their turns to be unblinded.
1 second.
You said 46?
46 if you failed. And if you failed, you're also blind.
Okay, so that's...
But yeah, the whole thing just... everything's illuminated. Any magical darkness, if there was any, is gone as well. It's like the sun just appeared here for just a hot second, and just a literal hot second.
What does blinded do?
You have disadvantage on attacks. You can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then I'm going to go ahead and those F2s right in front of me.
Yep.
I'm going to use my bonus action to do a Crown of Stars at them.
That's 2 spells in 1 turn, though.
No. Crown of Stars I was part of the pre-activated.
Oh, okay. Then
It's
go
a
for
buff. And so for an hour, as a bonus action, I can shoot out a mote of like a star at
it.
anybody.
Nice.
So I have advantage in the attack because of foresight. So the first one, what is my proficiency bonus in this form? I don't know. You never gave me a spell attack bonus.
Sorry. What's the level? Whatever the level 20 bonus is. Add 1 to
Okay.
that.
All right. So this is gonna hit. It's an natural 18.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's got pluses, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's gonna do 4d12 damage. I'm gonna roll this. Oh, that's a 12. That's a 2. 14 plus 6, 20. 21. Ah, darn, a 1 and a 2 on 2 of those.
So-
All right. So 21 damage to
Nice.
F2.
Oh, 1 second. Okay.
And there's nothing else. Yeah, weather mode hits if. Yep. Oh, and by the way, I'm glowing.
Yeah.
Because when this is up, I just have like a crown around my head of stars, and they shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and an additional, and then dim light in an additional 30 feet. So I'm just,
Jesus. Yeah. So
all right.
you just
That's my thing. That'll
wreck
be it. That'll be it.
everything in front of you. Ash, what do you do?
All right, so I'm just gonna. I mean, I have F1 all around me now, right?
You do.
All right, so Ash is just gonna attack.
Yep. You'll have straight rolls at least because you're invisible, and if you're blinded.
Oh no, Ash isn't blinded.
Oh,
Talia
okay.
is.
Got it. Sorry. So then you still have advantage.
Yeah. Okay. So the lowest one I have is 22.
Yep. All will hit.
Okay.
Give me that damage. While you do that, so just to give you flavor, let's see, Fighter Group 1, that was, the Sunburst was the only damage done to it, so they're still reeling back from it, blinking around, and Ash takes advantage of a couple of them that are directly in front of him, still engaged with Tali, and just starts slicing in ruthlessly into these just areas that you just can't recover from. And while we do that, what is Taratha?
57.
Nice. 1 second.
Nice.
63, 113. Yeah, you took down a couple of their fighters. There's still a good chunk of them that remain, but about a third of them have been disposed of. So 1 second. Simulacrum and Taratha, what do you do?
What's the range on Fireball?
150.
Well, what's the biggest group of fighters?
The biggest group, so 3 and 4 are currently, like, if you did a 20-foot radius, 10, 15, wait, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, no. So you could either get the Archer and Fighter 3, Archer and Fighter 4, or Fighter 2 on its own.
So I could get both with the Simulacrum and Taratha, Archer A1, F3, A4, A2?
A1, F3, 4. Yeah, you could have Taratha do A1 and F3, and the Simulacrum do F4 and A2.
Yeah.
All right, natural 7 for Archer Group 1.
Nope.
Natural 6 for Fighter Group 3. That'll be, it's a dex save, so that is 19 for Fighter Group 4, and a natural 4 for A2. So I think that everyone except Fighter Group 4 fails?
Yeah, are you counting just one deck save?
Yes.
I'm going to use one of my dice, Taratha's dice, to reduce it by 3, which will go below my spell save.
Word. Just out of curiosity, is there a range on that, or do you just have to have sight?
Have sight.
Perfect. All right, so then they all fail.
First,
So,
let's do the one,
just
the
to
one on the left side. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, just for some flavor, because, portent, stuff is cool, and portent-based things are cool. So, like, Taratha sees that, Fighter Group 4, they sort of have this intuition. They are, kind of already ducking down. And Taratha just kind of changes the tides a little of fate so that they're standing a little bit taller just to have their faces just primed for that fireball.
Oh, beautiful.
Give me the damage.
They just look up and they see just fucking an ice god.
They don't see. They're
bearing upon them.
blinded.
Ooh, that's brilliant. Okay, first group, it's what, 66?
86.
Okay, first roll is 30.
Jesus. Yeah.
Second
a third
roll.
of them are down.
Second roll is 34.
Okay, 1 second. Math is hard, so 1 second. Fighter group, can't see. So fighter group 3 takes the 30. 1 second. Okay, and then you said 24 for the second round?
34.
Okay, 1 second. 34, so 80. And what's Archer group 2? 34. 1. All right. Beautiful.
And then we're both going to go 30 feet to the left.
Sounds good. Beautiful. Next up is the Archer Group 1, who have been blinded, blasted, and are not having a good time. And all they remember is the wizard in the general direction. So that's going to be 30 attacks at disadvantage against Nor. So we're going to do in rounds of 10. Miss.
AC is 18 until something hits me, and then I might consider shielding.
Yep. So we've got the first. Nope, that's a 2. Miss. Dirty. No, that's a 16. 18 will hit.
I'll shield.
Okay.
I have unlimited
Miss.
of these shields, I suppose.
Yeah.
So.
Why not?
And it doesn't seem like there's any wizards in this contingent to counterspell, anyways,
Not
and I
in
wouldn't be
this
close
one.
enough.
Yeah.
So.
Miss. There will actually be a 23 that hits, so that's 1 hit.
Okay.
Miss. That will miss with shield. A second one will hit with a 23, so that's 2 hits. And then we got the last round. Miss. A third one will hit.
And they all have disadvantage. Yeah. They
Yep.
should have double disadvantage because they're blinded and foresight. I'm just kidding. All right.
I mean,
All right. So
you
4
took,
hit. All
yeah.
right.
I mean, there were a lot of nat 20s and 19s and stuff that ended up getting negated with a lower one. So that's 4.
All right. So let me know how much damage that is.
8, 10, 11, plus 12, 23.
23
damage.
damage. You got it.
Yup.
So 23. All right. So that knocks out my my temp HP and does 15 damage to the hull.
Sounds good. Tali, it is now your turn.
Right, she's gonna do Word of Radiance. Everyone within 15 feet of her needs to make a Constitution saving throw or take 15 damage.
So that is the cannons save with the 22, but fighter group 1 fails.
Okay.
So that's 15 radiant damage.
Yep.
Okay, 1 second. And then do they take half on a fail?
No, it's a cantrip, so.
Oh, got it. Sounds good. So she has a little burst of light that shines around her. And then next up we have Archer Group 2, who can only make... So they have a fair amount that got knocked out. So that's going to be 15 more attacks on Nor, but with disadvantage. Miss.
Sounds good.
Miss. That will still miss. Yeah. Everything that was good was paired with like a natural single-digit roll. So a hail of arrows fire their way over at Nor. But yeah, either deflecting with her shield or shifting out of the way. She definitely makes her way out of the way of these arrows that come hailing down. Next up is Fighter Group 1, who is still blinded, and they just start hacking away. I'm going to say half are going to go to Tali and half are going to go to Ash, just because they're blind. They're not necessarily targeting Ash necessarily. So it's going to be, 1 second, how many? Okay, they can only make 15. So I'm going to say 8 at Tali and 7 at Ash. So the 8 at Tali.
Make sure if any of our blinded, they have disadvantage.
Well, Tali's blind as well. So
Oh, so
they're just kind
cancels.
of, yeah. Jesus. One's a nat 20, then there's a 21 and some 19. So I think only the nat 20 will hit her. So that's 8, 9, 13 damage to Tali. And then the disadvantage for Ash. Miss. Jesus. That was a 20 and a 19. So that's a 25, a 23. So does a 25 and 23 hit?
25 hits.
Okay. So that's going to be 10 damage to Ash. That's they're just blindly swiping, and one just happens to catch him. Next up is Fighter Group 2, and they are
So
going.
they will start with Guardian of Fate.
They will. So what's that? Dex save?
Next save 18. So the ones that are success,
Mm-hmm. I'm rolling.
they succeed.
I'm rolling for the group. So
Okay.
That's a 17.
So it's 18 my DC, and
Yep.
they take 60 points of damage, and the spell disappears.
So it's only it's a swarm, so it's 20 or 10.
Oh, okay. So
It disappears
I see.
once we're treating
Okay,
it
I
like a
thought-
swarm.
Okay, cool. Then they take 20 points of radiant damage.
Sounds good.
Small woodrows just like stabbing them.
Nice. This
Cha-cha-cha.
calm, southern sounding dude of Ilmater. And we're gonna have half the attacks go to you, half the attacks go to Nor. So 1 second. 16. Wow, they rolled like ass. So the only ones that are above 20, we have a 23, a 25, and another 23.
Oh,
Again,
these
which
are
one of us?
On you, not
Okay.
Nor.
okay. All 3 hits that are above 20. So 23, 25, 23.
10, 22 points of damage.
Nice.
And then for Nor, with disadvantage, that's the several nat 20s. Holy shit! Hold on, I need to see if that's because there's 2 nat 20s in a row. I need to see if they're like. You said your AC is 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 will hit. That's double crits. So 1 will hit and 1 will crit.
It's a 1 in 400 chance.
I know. I'll send you the screenshot.
No, I believe
Yeah.
it. Why would I'm just saying like
Uh-huh.
it's not common.
It's just like
But
that
it
one
happened.
time that well, I'm also rolling like so many, this is like
That's
30
true.
enemies.
You're not rolling 400.
No.
But go ahead.
So
Give it to me.
4 20 28 points of damage.
That total across both?
Yep. And then next up is you.
All right.
So if I were to
is-
describe Archer Group 2 and Fighter Group 1 are half of their numbers have been knocked out. Fighter Group 2, the one in front of you, is the healthiest looking group with the exception of the cannons.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Oh, that's anxious. That gives me anxiety. I will say, Ilmater, it is time. And I summon Celestial, not Conjure
Yes.
Celestial. So a Defender Woodruff again
Mhm.
shows up next to it. I will send you the spell.
Uh-huh.
So basically, it has multi-attack, 18 of AC,
hmm
and
Well, you're gonna keep track of that.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Yeah.
And that's my action. And for my bonus action, I will say to Nor, don't worry, I will heal you at some point. Not now. And the Cold Celestial, I think, goes right after me.
What's the spell called again?
Summon Celestial.
Summon Celestial 5e. Tasha's spell. I love it.
It takes its turn immediately after yours.
Perfect.
So it's going to be multi-attacking.
Mm-hmm.
F2. So
Nice. Spells level rounded down. If you wanted to
So,
upcast it, you could
do
give
I need-
them... Oh, sorry, God.
I don't want to use my 6th level.
Okay,
So the first hit is 23,
that'll hit.
and the second one is 21.
Nice. So this spectral Woodruff appears wielding. Actually, he was a warlock during his life, so he just starts blasting at him. And
So
tell me the damage.
They take. Ooh, 15. 31 points of damage.
Nice. All right. Next up is Fighter Group 3, who is going to rush forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then dash 5, 10, 15, and they're going to kind of like go over here, kind of squeezing Tali in between the two groups, but that's all they can do. And Fighter Group 4 is going to stay over here and hold fast. Actually, no, they'll go here and hold fast. Next up is A.
So A did not like getting hit by that cannon.
I don't think most would.
Yeah, it was not the worst thing she's ever experienced, but it wasn't very fun. So she's going to take aim at the cannon crew,
Uh-huh.
and she's going to crit on them
Blast. Get them.
for 60 points of damage.
How do you do it? They're readying another one at you.
Sorry, that did it to the whole
Yeah.
crew? Holy shit. Okay.
I mean, y'all
Radical.
did 80 damage, and there was less of them than the 30 packs of people.
Okay, I totally didn't know that they got damaged already. Fuck yeah. I mean, you know me. My favorite is always through the eye. That's
Yup.
my favorite.
Absolutely. And they fall backward, dead and lifeless, before the second volley of cannons are able to be sent off. Nor, what do you do?
Let me look at the cheat sheet. Let's go ahead. So, all right. So, 60-foot radius sphere still hits everything.
Yes, it does.
This is I'm contemplating whether I'll do that. One second. Let me look at all my spells. F4. Are they 30 feet away from A1, A2, and F1?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. They're more than 30 feet from A1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and more from F1.
Shoot.
Like they're like
How far?
they're like
How
40
far is
feet.
how far is F3 from F2 and A1? Are they within 30?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, more than that, and definitely more from F2.
Sorry, let me just look at what Chain Lightning's range is. It is within 30 feet. Okay, so Chain Lightning's out. I apologize.
That would have been
That
a
was-
cool one. They're unfortunately like between 40 and 50 feet away from each other for the most part.
Yeah, would a 40-foot... One second, let me just double check. Would a 40-foot radius sphere hit A1, F4, A2, F1, and F3? Could I hit all?
I'll give you this pack over here. You just wouldn't get F2.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Meteor Swarm.
Nice.
I just raise my hands and I just thrust my arms down, and just the entire like ceiling of this cavern just crushes down, and like rocks are falling fiery. Everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice. A1. That's a dirty 20, which I don't think succeeds. I think they have to. Your save's a 21, right?
Yeah.
A2 fails. Fighter 4 fails. Fighter 3 saves. And Fighter 1 saves. So the ones in the back fail.
I need to get out a calculator. One sec.
Ain't that a mood?
So the ones that the ones that fail take 68 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 70 fire damage.
Holy shit!
For a
Tell me
total
more
of
about
100 and for a total of 138 damage.
God! Okay,
The
let
ones
me...
that succeed, assuming there's no
Hold on,
resistance
let's-
to those things,
Yeah,
take
they
69 damage.
Nice.
So just the whole thing, it's like a meteor swarm. It's just there's meteors coming down and crashing and everything, just like crashing into the cannon, just blowing, like walls are getting destroyed and blown up.
Hold on 1 second. What was the total, the full for the ones that failed? I guess.
The total for the ones that failed was 138,
Okay.
and 69 for the
138
ones that
plus-
succeeded.
Okay. I got confused because one of them took 128, so 1 second.
Any objects were damaged as well. It specifically says the spell damages objects in the area and ignites flammable objects.
Jesus. So 1 second. Archer Group 1 is 2/3 of the way down. Archer Group 2 is lost in this swarm. In fact, their bodies kind of get picked up and battered around in this storm. Fighter Group 1 is... 1 second. They save, so they take half. 128 plus 69. They are looking down, but not out. Fighter Group 2 is about half
Fighter Group 2
their
didn't
numbers.
get hit. Didn't
Oh,
get
you're
hit,
right.
remember.
You're right. Sorry, it's Fighter Group 3. I can't see from here. Yeah, Fighter Group 3. 53 plus 69.
Massive destruction.
It was. That's a level 9 spell, isn't it?
Is it? Yes, it is. Is anyone close to? Is any of the groups close to death?
Not really. Hold on. Fighter Group 4 failed. So 1 second.
I assume the walls are just gone.
Yeah,
There's like
yeah.
a big hole. Like it's,
Yeah, sorry. I needed to do a lot of different maths for that one. So just to give you a sort of sense of what happened. So you take the whole front of this structure and then just turn it into a weapon of mass destruction, having it light up with fire, very much like the meteor that was kind of called down that brought magic to this earth. It swarms around them, batting into them like a tornado. Before it kind of smashes into the ground. And as the dust settles, you see Archer Group 2 all lifeless underneath the rubble. Archer Group 1 second. Only of the 30, only 10 remain. Fighter Group 1, same thing. Only 10 were able to survive, and they're kind of just sitting there battered and bruised. Fighter Group 4 also, they have slightly less numbers than the other ones, but still plenty of fight in them. And then Fighter Group 2 is the best looking out of all of them, having avoided most of that damage.
She'll look down at Fighter Group 2 and just say, surrender, and then she'll shoot another star at them.
I love
So with bonus action, does a 27 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so that does. Okay, I'm just gonna roll 40-12 on the. It was cocked, so I'm just gonna roll
Yeah.
40-12 on Google instead of rolling 1d12 4 times. That does 30, 10, 10, 8, 2. So 30 damage to
Jesus.
them.
How much damage did you do this round?
I don't know
Let's
because
see.
I two like it was
1,
138
2,
times
3. So that's 138 times 3 plus 69. So 138 times 4 plus 30.
I'll do it while the next person goes.
Ash, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
So
was Ash? No, he was safe from that. Bless, Ash was safe from that.
Was Tolly?
Yes,
Tolly was
they
too,
both.
right?
Yeah, they both were. So they both kind of like jump back as like this, like
720.
holy shit,
Jesus fuck Christ.
God.
And technically those are swarms. So if you count
Taking
it
out
for each
Nazis.
individual within the swarm, that's, probably breaking like 4,000, 5,000 damage.
Oh my God. Sorry, Ash. Go ahead.
Woo!
So lowest roll was 21, and I'll do 59 damage.
All right. On which one?
F1.
Sounds good. All right. You knock out 5 of the remaining 10. They just fall lifeless with their friends. Simulacrum and Taratha.
Remind me, which is the healthiest looking group?
Fighter Group 2.
Oof. About what, 30 people ish in there?
They still have their full 30, right? Oh no, 10 of them have gone down.
Okay. Well, Simulacrum is going to be, because I don't want to waste their spell slots, is just going to throw a firebolt at them.
Sounds good.
Does a 26 hit?
Yep.
Okay, that is 18 damage.
Sounds good.
And then Taratha is going to throw a fireball.
At
Whatever is the strongest looking group, probably we said F2.
Yep. So they'll do their dex save. That is going to be a 17. So I think
Nope.
that. Yep.
And that's 28 damage.
Nice. 1 second. 61. Cool. All right. You and your simulacrum are able to knock out another 5 more as they fall to the ground, charred up, just like their friends far behind. Archer Group 1, screaming in the swarm with fury, are going to unleash 10 arrows at Nor with disadvantage. 1 second. We got a miss. Miss. But there is a 21 in the mix, but I imagine you shield it. So all of them miss as a smaller hail of arrows fly in her direction. Tali, what do you do?
Tolly's gonna cast Thunder Wave. F1 and F3 need to make Constitution saves, or be pushed back 10 feet and take 14 points of damage, 7 if they fail.
So 1 second. Fighter Group 1 will fail and take that 14. 1 second, and they will be pushed back 10 feet. 5, 10. Fighter Group 3 does a 17 pass.
No, it does not. They were
Sounds
for an
good.
18.
All right. So they will also be pushed. I like the flavor of them kind of getting pushed back in 2 separate directions. And that is her turn.
Does Get another save against this blindness I've got going on.
What is the save? Okay. So yeah, they're gonna.
It's a 21. Con save, which is
Nope.
Okay. As a heads up, Archer 1 did, but they still have at disadvantage on you. Fighter Group 1 will still be blinded. And Fighter Group 4 went last time as well, but they are still blinded. So now it is Fighter Group 1's turn. And they will push forward again 5-10 feet. Back to Tali and Ash and swing blindly. 4 are gonna go to Tali and 4. 1 second. Yeah, 4 to Tali, 4 to Ash. There is a 25 in the mix. Are you going to shield that?
Which one is it against?
Tali.
No.
Okay. So Tali will get hit for 9 points of slashing damage as they swipe blindly. And then at Ash, this is going to be with disadvantage. That's a 21. And that's the highest. So I imagine a 21 does not hit him, right?
Nope. Nope.
Sounds good. Next up is Fighter Group 2 does their dex save. Fails, so that's another 20 damage to them. And then they are going to make 15 attacks on you. 1 second.
On me?
You're right in front of them.
Oh, did you do the dex save?
Yep, and they took the 20 damage.
Oh, okay. Hi, me.
That's going to be 21, 23,
Yes.
24.
Yes.
So it's 17 or higher. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those hit. So it's 5.
So my AC is 22. Anything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 4, 7, 14, 22, 30, 20. So that'll be 50 points of damage as they just start slicing and hacking in to
55?
you. 50.
50.
Yep.
Okay. Not cool.
Um,
And
it is your turn now.
unfortunately, to keep Woodruff.
Nice. It's across. So none of them did more than 20 damage at a turn. So, but
okay.
you have to make 5 con saves.
Okay.
And just beat 10.
16. Yep. Second time. Third time. Natural 20.
Mhm.
Yep. 19. So all of them are. Okay, he's still there.
Nice.
That's good. I will attack them with my longsword.
Fuck him up.
That is 27.
Yup, that'll get it.
So Divine Strike. So 20 points of damage.
Nice.
11 of it is radiant.
They take all of it, so you're able to slice into a couple, making 5 of them fall, lifeless in front of you.
And then I will cast Spiritual Weapon at 4th level
Nice.
and attack again.
Mhm.
And that's going to be a 22.
That'll get him.
And 17 points of force damage.
Sounds good. And now it's Woodruff's turn, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, so you kind of slice in these like even though you're not using your protector Asmar stuff, like there's this sort of radiant glow from all of this damage that you're doing. Your like spectral light wings appear on your shoulders, and then Woodruff goes.
So one of them is natural 20, and the other one
Nice.
is failed.
Rip.
Uh, so 19, 27 points of
Nice.
things damage.
All right. They are not looking great. Next up, Fighter Group 3, who is going to move forward back to where they were. And 1 second. How many of there are left? They could do 15. So that'll be 8 to Tali and 7 to Ash. Is Tali blinded still?
Yeah.
Okay. So they would have advantage because they are not blinded. So that is miss. Jesus Christ. There's so many nat ones and like single digit rolls. So there's only one that goes above 25. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, one that goes above 25 and then a crit. So unless she shields, only the it'll be if she shields, she'll only get the crit. You're muted. I'm sorry.
I'll take it.
Okay. So that is 8. Jesus, it's almost max damage. 16, 25 plus 12, 37 points of damage to Tali as this group rushes forward and slices into her. Seeing that, you know, they are not long for this world, but they need to protect what is inside. Next up is Fighter Group... Oh, wait, sorry. Then we need attacks at disadvantage at Ash. 1 second. Miss. Does a 22 hit him?
Nope.
Okay. Miss. A 23.
Nope. AC 24 right now.
Sounds good. Then they all will miss, which is funny because I rolled another 2 nat 20s one after another, but they were in separate brackets. So luckily not a double crit again. Next up is A. Nora's on deck. To give you a lay of the land, Fighter Group 1 is the closest to death. Fighter Groups 2 and 4, as well as Archer Group 1, are bloodied but not close to death. Fighter Group 3 is the best looking right now. But all of them all of them are bloodied.
Fighter Group 1 is close to death?
The closest to death.
Okay. Okay. Then that's where we're gonna go.
Sounds good.
I'll take aim. And that'll be a 22 to hit.
Yep, that'll get him.
For 36 damage.
That's exact lethal, fam. You
Yeah!
got him. You just are fucking sweeping it up. So yeah, I almost imagine this one, you fire back and the bow just kind of shoots through like 4 of their heads, like one after another, and they all collapse. Beautiful job. Next up, Nor.
You are muted.
Sorry, thinking out loud. All right. What could a fireball hit A1, F4, and F3?
5, 10, 15, 20. So it's a 20-foot radius. You know what? Fuck it. It does. I don't care anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna cast fireball at 6th level.
Sounds good.
So, 1 second. I'll pull up fireball. So 6th level should be an additional 1d6, so 4, 5,
Uh,
6. Additional 3d6, so it'll do
yeah.
11d6 fire damage. All right.
Yep. A1, nat 1, followed by a 16 for yeah, they all fail.
44. 44 damage to all three, and then I will.
Beautiful. Hold on one sec. Let me just do. They're still up. Or 1 second. So, fighter group 4. And then 1 second. What's the last one? Fighter group 3. What was it? 44. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, Archer group 1 and fighter group 4 are both on death's door. Fighter group 4 more so. Fighter group 4 is also still blinded.
I'm gonna go ahead and Archer Group 1 though goes like next, right?
They're the ones that go next after.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna Crown of Stars them.
Mm-hmm.
I have 7 of these. This is number 3. I'm keeping track. Don't worry.
Sounds good.
So, does an 18 hit?
It does.
All right. So that'll do 12 damage. 1 second. I'll roll that on Google.
Mm-hmm.
21.
21.
Sometimes you roll
Yep.
2d12 and you get 21. Sometimes you roll 4d12 and you get 21.
Yep. They are still up, but barely. There's just one that's left kind of like wobbling on his feet. Ash, it's your turn.
All right. I got a nat 20 this time, which is awesome.
Nice.
Lowest is a 22.
Yep. All hit.
69 damage, like a boss.
So many 69.
Yes.
I love it. Anyway, give me 1 second. 188 plus 69. 257. Yeah, there's only like 5 left in this group, so Ash is just continuing to carve them this invisible fury. Simulacrum and Taratha, what do you do?
I'm gonna help out Ash. Send 2 firebolts for both Simulacrum and Taratha at them.
Sounds good.
Does a 27 hit?
Yup.
Does a crit hit? You can't crit on spells, but I would like to think you could. Anyways, that's gonna be 30. First one is going to be 22. Second one is going to be 14.
1 second. 77. All right, they are on super death's door. There is one lone person remaining. Next up is Archer Group 1, who is going to make one pitiful attack at range at Nor. I'm just rolling naturally on this one. It's a 17 and an 18, though. So that's a 23 to hit.
Shield wouldn't even save me.
Yeah. It was a natural 17 and 18.
Yep, I heard.
For
Go ahead and
11 points of damage. So, like, this one, he's shaking. His hand is, just gone barely, and then they just
I am the
loses
monster.
The
I am the
arrow. Tali, what do you do?
It's a really great question. Seeing F3 is almost, well, no, not seeing Jack fucking all. I'm gonna do Word of Radiance again.
Sounds good. That's a save, right?
Yeah, con save against 18.
That will be not an 18.
Alright, it's gonna be 15 points of damage.
Okay, on 1 second. That's a fighter group 3. Yeah, she gets rid of them. They're donezo.
Awesome, and then I'm gonna try and make a con save and fail again. How long does this effect last? How long am I blinded, Eric?
1 minute. Unless, or until you get a 21 con save.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Next up is Fighter Group 2. There are currently 10 left. 5 are going to attack you.
Save.
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 Oh, yeah.
Save.
That's going to not save, so they'll take the 20, and that's the 60 damage done.
Yep.
So 5 will attack you, 5 will attack Woodruff.
No.
That's 2 misses, 3 misses, 4 misses. And a 22 hits you, though, correct? Oh, no, wait, that's a dirty 20. Never mind. All 5 miss. And then 5 onto Woodruff. That's a 24. Wow, natural 17 and 19, so that's 2 hits. 17 will not hit. That will not hit. So that'll be 2 hits for onto Woodruff for 3,
All right.
5, plus 8, 13 points of damage.
Cool.
And next up is Fighter Group 4, who is blinded, and this lone one's just kind of taking. They're actually going to hide. They don't hide very well, but they are prone. So ranged attacks will have disadvantage. It is now your turn.
Who's hiding?
Fighter Group 4, or just this lone fighter.
Poor guy.
He's a Nazi. Don't feel bad for him.
Oh yeah, oh, that was not real sympathy.
Yeah, even Nazis get scared sometimes.
I'm gonna try to help out you over here and see what I can do with Fighter Group 2.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And I'm going to crit.
Oh my god, beautiful.
As much as I love the activity of rolling that many physical dice, for time I've been doing it on Google.
Yep, I've been abusing Google Dice Roller.
It's so nice. You click multiple ones.
So that's 66.
So close. Holy shit! You fucking exact lethaled again.
Yo! Number
You're
3.
fucking sweeping, fam.
I'm still stealing up in the house today.
I was like, I was like, they have almost 70 damage. Even a crit won't do this, and then you fucking do it. I love it. So yeah, A knocks out the one that is currently hammering down on you and Woodruff. Nor, in front of you, Archer Groups 1 and Fighter Group 4 are barely standing. And I mean, Fighter Group 4 is literally cowering. And Fighter Group 2 is bloodied, but not quite death's door. Oh wait, no, that was, I left them in the order. That was before A fucking one-shotted them. Not really one-shotted, but anyway. So, what do? You've got 2 that are on death's door.
I'm going to make a humanity check. See if any of Nor is still there, or if it's just Avatar State. I'd say there's a 5% chance. It didn't happen. She floats forward 50 feet.
Nice. 1 second. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
And I'm curious if I can get them both in a cone of cold. 60-foot cone?
1 second. You would have to, like, go on the side. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Well, remember, it's like, it gets a lot wider, right?
Right. But let's
I don't think I would
10,
need to be
15,
there
20,
to
25,
hit them
30,
with a...
35.
I'm pretty sure where you initially put me could hit them both with a 60-foot cone, but that's
But the
that's up
cone
to
is
you.
like, it starts off narrow and then it goes out, so I wanted you to be able to make sure you get the fanned part.
Mm-hmm. As long as it hits them both, I'd,
30, 35, 40. Like, I could understand this one a little bit more, but let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, you just get them.
So yeah, and Nora in wizard form knows exactly where to go. I'll move up, and I'm gonna con saves from both of them as a blast of just frozen energy shoots out from her. They don't.
No.
If this kills them, they become just blocks of ice. So that will be 8d8. 1 sec. Google, help me out here.
I mean, they have 15 and 16 HP left.
24. There's 4 ones in here. Hopefully we're getting the ones
Jesus.
out now.
Yeah.
24 damage. They're frozen statues as I just
Nice.
blasted out. And I don't, like, not a moment's hesitation. She just... wait, is there like a electric field that someone has not passed yet?
Y'all haven't gotten past the little poles yet.
Didn't they got distracted by the meteor though?
That's a good question.
Describe me what Meteor Swarm does.
It summons a bunch of meteors that all destroy everything.
Yeah.
1 sec. All right. The spell damages objects in the area. So any object in the area of the meteor storm. So if those poles were in it, took 136 damage, presumably, because they can't make a dex save.
They did not. Yeah, they did not survive. But yes, that was I was so excited for that. It was gonna be a DC 20 con save or take 40 lightning damage or half on a save. And then
Well,
you'd have-
if I could clearly see the poles, I would have telekinesis and then just started
Yeah.
knocking them all down. But she
Yeah.
no hesitation. She just continues towards the goal.
Nice. So here's a question. Like, I'm gonna keep the same map just because it's easier for me to do so. And so there's, Nora's like continuing forward. She's just easily swiping aside, like, just with basic stuff, anyone that tries to attack, and people are running away at this point. You essentially have 5 rounds before the war chiefs meet you. So, we're gonna stay in initiative order. Quote unquote. Go ahead.
What if we just pick? We each just think of the 5 things we would do during that time.
I just
Quick
did.
and
It's
ahead.
it's only because if people are healing the same person, and might change. So that's why it would be faster, but I want to make sure people are efficient in what they
Who
want to do.
needs healing and how much?
So yeah, before we start doing that, why don't you all talk? Actually, I'll let you all talk, and then you all decide what you want to do with your 5 turns of stuff.
I don't talk at all.
Yeah.
I like just moving forward, getting ready to kill.
Does anybody need healing? Is it just me that I got hit? So it's just me. Okay, I will
I've
heal
taken
myself.
I've lost about a quarter of my health. If anyone wants to give Nora healing, but Nora doesn't ask for it.
So the tiny Woodruff will. No, it's not tiny. Spiritual Woodruff will come and heal you for 20 points.
Sounds good. You don't need to heal me anymore because I just realized I can cure wounds myself
At
Cool.
will.
because I have bard spells and bards no cure wound, right?
Yes.
Why did I move back?
We completed combat.
Yeah, this is setting up new combat, so you're essentially walking in a hallway right now. So you can't be as spread out as you were before. So right now, imagine you're inside walking in a corridor, and the corridor is as wide as. Ooh, 1 second. Is as wide as this kind of dirt pathway.
Hmm. Okay, cool.
So 1 second.
Does Ash or Tali need healing?
Tali will catch herself. It's okay. Ash is good.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Now, just so you know, there are 9 war chiefs. However, 2 of them are being handled by the NPCs.
And if you have any more healing, I could use a little bit.
How
Tali's been
much-
saving her stuff, so if you need it, I can.
So, you will walk to you, and you see the celestial power come out of his hand, and he will touch you and heal you for 14 points. This
Thank
is
you.
not just your. This is not just your divine healing. This is celestial healing. FYI.
Excellent.
And I will use divine intervention, actually, because why not?
Are you gonna roll it?
Yeah.
All right.
Anxiety. Let's see.
We're gonna keep the same initiative order for ease of things.
Okay.
Okay, I'm rolling. Okay, I'm turning on my video because Ilmater is coming to town. Because that's a 0 and a 3.
Oh my god.
Fucking Rockadati.
These
What?
guys
So,
worship
Ilmater-
Ilmater.
Yeah.
Ilmater! Ah,
What do-
hallelujah.
What do you ask for?
I will ask, help us fighting these bitches. You wouldn't say bitches, but I say bitches. So, Celestial. Finger. Is this what's happening, or am I just making up too much?
I am going to. So here's what you get. Everyone gets a death ward out of Ilmater.
I already had a death ward.
Whatever.
I'm just joking around.
You get a second death ward, so you'll pop up again, and then you pop up, so you get. It's a divine intervention. Usually, you can't be affected twice by the same spell. But yeah, so everyone gets a death ward and an extra 2d8 radiant damage on every attack roll. Or, like, damage dealt.
Did you just say an extra 2d8 per attack roll?
Yup.
Attack, not per, one per turn.
Like, for... No.
Per attack.
Like, you
No,
get,
per attack?
yeah, per attack, you
attack.
get
Per attack.
2d8 damage on
Okay.
each
Per
attack.
damage.
I just needed to double check.
Uh-huh.
I heard that.
I know Ash does 3 attacks per turn.
I know. I just needed to
Yep.
triple check. It's
Yep.
fine.
So,
Ash.
you, as he starts making his way, he pulls out his holy symbol and prays to Ilmater, and it's like time stops. How funny is it that you get like the cool stuff in like when you're guest starring, then whereas like in your campaign they're like, yeah, you suck. So he prays, and in front of him, he sees the spectral form of Ilmater, standing sort of hunched over, kind of bearing the weight of the world right now. And he reaches out his hand, and you touch his hands, and you feel this sort of radiant glow, and wings pop out of you, and you now have a flying speed for the next hour of 60 feet. In addition to your companions also getting their boons.
Okay. So I also get the death ward and 2d8 extra damage.
Correct. Yep, but
So-
because you called upon him, you get a little
Yeah.
extra.
And in the last turn that they are coming,
Mhm.
you see this angel has his wings open, and you basically is now a protector ASMR for the first time.
Yup.
Okay, because Tali's a bitch, can I also roll? And bring some fucking hellfire into this
Sure.
space?
Did you roll below?
I did, and I rolled a 13, which is really funny because it's like right on the line. And anyway,
Oh,
I really love any magic that they are doing to just not happen. That is what she requests.
So
'Cause if he senses that there is magic,
uh
I really love there
sorry,
to
I'm
not
just
be magic
laughing.
or anything else that like he feels like doling out today.
So I'm laughing because you could essentially just nerf this fight right now with that. So they're not using magic. So you see Mephistopheles appear.
So she does say, "Hey, Meth, sweets. I'm only calling you in because this angel happened, and I just really feel like this room needs some hellfire." Just because she only calls on him when it's ironic.
Absolutely.
Um,
And he will show up a spectral form of Mephistopheles. And he looks over at the war chiefs like time has stopped. It's just Tali and
Sure.
Mephistopheles right now.
And
just
you
loving it,
and
this
the angel?
double
Is it just like, can
divine-
it be Ilmater and the angel? And Tali and Mephistopheles, like, chilling?
He'll
It's fine.
he'll look at Tali and go, do you want wings?
No.
That's
Well,
fine. They
no.
look cool, and he'll just kind of unfurl his like demon-like wings.
I used
You know
to have
what?
that.
Fuck it. Yes, she will take some wings, although she doesn't really want to fly. Flying is
It's more for the aesthetic.
It's
so.
more for the aesthetic. Yeah, it's more like Ilmater and also a demon. You fucked up so bad that Ilmater and a demon came to take out your ass.
I love it. So these what color wings does Tali want?
What color wings does you have?
Shining, goldenish white. You know what I mean? It's
Mm.
white, but it has a contour of like gold color.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like wings of hellfire would be great.
Nice. So just literally wreathed in flame right now.
Yeah.
And I imagine since she's, a water genasi, it's like ice blue flames.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say that, like, in his pettiness, Taratha's wings just don't look as nice right now. Maybe they just like a little
Taratha's
like
wings should look just as cool. We need to have the aesthetic right for these bitches. Don't
fine.
even-
He was ready to just be like, "Oh yeah, you're still my favorite," to Tali. So actually, I think at this moment,
She knows she's the favorite. She does.
for a moment, he just kind of turns to Tarath in the simulacrum and almost like kind of going through like swiping through avatars, online. Like there's a shitty wing, there's like pretty pink wings. No, we'll do this, and then pops it over to Hellfire wings for Taratha and the simulacrum. And then he'll look over and he'll go, "Well, I still want a little bit of a fight. So, what do you want me to take from them? Their armor, their flying, or their fire?" So pretty much he's offering to lower their armor class to let them no longer fly, or essentially take away, because you could, so just to describe them, they've got like these Iron Man suits on with these jetpacks and these kind of like, it's essentially like a dragon's breath weapon, but it's a flamethrower that each of them are wielding. So which one of the three do you want to take?
I mean, I think armor would be... I think armor will help the most for everybody. Yeah.
Sounds good. So he essentially turns their armor into like tinfoil. It's there, but like they don't know it. So like now their armor, instead of being 22, is 11. So
Yeah.
because they're strong boys, but not Dexy boys. So you're essentially taking away their armor.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So unless we crit fail, we hit.
Pretty
And
much.
we hit crazy.
Yeah. So you get the Hellfire wings. And then Tali, because he sees like Ilmater's buffed everyone already, and he'll sigh, and he'll go, "But I'll give the aesthetic." And around Hellfire, it's like a fucking cage death match so like this, everything kind of goes dark and it's just lit up by blue flames all around you. And when time finally comes back, everyone looks around and sees that it's just y'all. And we'll keep the same initiative. Go ahead.
I didn't do my 5 rounds with
Oh, yeah.
3 cure wounds, 1 false life, 1 mirror image. And then I popped me to full with the false life on.
Sounds good. All right. Noor, you are up first.
I wanted to be as close as possible at the start of the fight, if that's possible, before before my turn.
Yeah,
that's
this
as
is-
close.
yeah.
All right, I'll move.
Because they're
up.
like they're reaching you as you're reaching them.
I move up 50 feet.
Oh, wrong thing. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
And
35,
I have
40,
to
45,
imagine
50.
every single one of you grabs your ears as she just lets out the most ear-splitting scream imaginable. 10 creatures of my choice which is the 9 generals or the 7 generals or whatever, all need to make intelligence saving throws.
Number 1, I think unless they nat 20, they fail.
Yeah, because these are
30.
dumb idiots.
4, 5, 6, 7, all fail.
So they all take 48 psychic damage.
4, 8.
4d8, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 T8.
Yeah.
4 8, yeah.
Yeah. The age old.
2 less than 50.
Yeah.
And you're gonna hate this, DM.
They're
They're all
stunned.
stunned. Every single one of them is stunned.
I love it.
Fighting.
Here I was ready to have them. And here's the thing.
They're like all level 20 barbarians or something.
Essentially. And I didn't give them legendary resistances. They have legendary actions, but not resistances. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, this is what the big guns are for. Next up is
Okay, hold on. I'm not done. I have the crown.
Oh, sorry.
So I will go ahead, and I already have advantage, but I have advantage. I'll attack. We're just gonna go down the line, and I point at one, and I'll shoot them. Does a 24 hit?
Their AC is 11.
So
Thanks
they
to
take.
Mephistopheles and Tali.
So they take the 4d12, which is 19 damage. Again, 224 in there. I hate d12s, but they also take 2d8. So that's a 1 and a 2.
Holy
so they
shit.
take 22 damage from the crown.
Nice.
And I have 3 charges remaining. Now I'm done.
Sounds good. Do they save do they get to do another int save at the end of their turn?
They do get an int save at the end of their turn, and
Yep.
it ends. It ends. None of them were killed, were they?
No.
I don't think so. Their head explodes. It literally says that they can make the saving throw at the end of each of their turns.
Sounds good. Ash, it is now your turn.
Yeah. Okay. So, I believe with a double move I can get to WC1.
There's no timer
Yep.
on this. They're stunned until they save.
Oh my god. And they could literally only save on a nat 20. Here I
I'm gonna
was ready to just to not to like vent. I was wondering how it was gonna go because it's essentially 9 breath weapons that they were going to start blasting y'all with on turn 1. So good thing Nor
Bye bye
stopped
Hitler.
them.
Yeah. Those breath weapons are scary.
Yup. Go ahead, Ash.
All right. So I'm gonna action surge.
Mm-hmm.
Do 3 attacks.
Yep.
And on those 3 attacks, I got 2 nat 20s because of that advantage. So fucking thank you. That is a 100 flat.
Oh my god. I mean, it's still up, but give me roll me a D100 because they have 8 HP left, and that was kind of badass. You're muted.
I am muted. That is a 95, friends.
He's done. You find the perfect spot, and just stab right into him.
I'm sorry, I forgot to roll all the extra d8s, by the way.
Oh my god.
Also,
So that would have, yeah.
a lot more.
Yup. Like, that was by base.
Completely forgot to do that.
Yup.
We had 68.
Next up is
You know.
War Chief number 2, who fails their save, Taratha and Simulacrum.
How much more fighting you think we're gonna do today?
This is it. Y'all just made the
Oh.
boss fight super easy.
Oh, I'm about to make it even more stupid. Okay. I'm gonna do something that's gonna require it's gonna be like a 20-foot yard like cube. How can I get the most of them in that cube?
1 second.
Because I'm about to do something really fucking stupid.
Okay, 1 second. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. I think this is, you could either get like these two, or these two.
Which ones are the most posing threat right now?
None of them. Nor just like made them all inert. Like she just stunned them all.
Okay. You're on one already. So, is there a turn between the Simulacrum and Teratha by chance?
No, they go back to back.
Oh, cool. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. The Simulacrum is going to use their last 5th level spell to cast Cloud Kill
Nice.
in that cube. Teratha is going to use her...
Force
Teratha
Speech?
is going... Yes.
Yes! I love it. I love that so much. All right. So yes, they are currently force caged and cloud killed. That happens on their turn, correct?
Yeah, I mean, they unless they can teleport outside of that, they're just going to suffocate and die.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do these two just because these two haven't gone yet. So this is like the most, because like WC2 already went. So
yeah, so that's Teratha's big move.
I love that so much. Next up is War Chief 3, who is going to make their con save and fail. You know what? Let's just let it happen. They're done. They're slowly suffocating to death, and you no longer have to worry about 3 and 5 anymore.
They make a saving throw each turn, so every 6 seconds? The spell lasts for 10 minutes.
There's like like, and here's the thing, they're stunned. Let's just see if they even get to. So 1 second. So actually, one of them does come out of their stun eventually. So there's, and then 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one of them just suffocates while stunned. The other one tries to like hit on the thing, but then eventually will use their breath weapon flamethrower to just make it explode and end themselves quicker. So that takes out 3 and 5. Tali, what do you do?
Yeah, so welcome to our finishing moves, Teratha. I think we might just take out this whole bit all by ourselves, which would be fucking hilarious. But anyway,
I adore it.
I'm gonna use Firestorm.
Oh my god. I just want to point out that this is essentially a challenge rating 70 fight. Like, each of them are a challenge rating 10.
Hey, look, Divine.
I just wanted to let y'all know that you just turned a challenge rating 70 fight into a cakewalk. So give me that. What's
okay,
your...
so I get 10. Okay, wait, hold on. Blah blah. The area of storm consists of 10-foot cubes, which are arranged as I wish, which is great. So I think in 10-foot cubes I can hit, because they all have to be facing each other. I might be able to hit all of them.
What's the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
10
55,
10-foot
60.
cubes.
So you could get these 3, but not all 4.
That's fine.
So
That's all right.
All but 6.
So they're gonna get
stunned.
dex saving
They
throw. Oh, they're
fail.
stunned.
They fail.
Great. All right, let's roll it.
And don't forget that extra radiant damage.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. Okay, hold on, guys. I don't know if my camera's gonna be able to do this, but I feel like this deserves a camera shot. Maybe. Can we do it? Are you gonna let me do it? Boop, 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 boop. I don't know if you can read the numbers.
9. I see it. Holy shit!
Oh, dude.
Oh
for
my
the record,
god!
Is 5d10s on 7d10s. 7 and a
Wow.
9. Because apparently that's what we're doing today with this fight.
Oh
I
my
didn't get to
god.
go.
The rolls are so in your favor, and I am here for it.
All right. So it's gonna be 75 total on those
Holy
bad boys.
shit. That's 123 damage done to them. Y'all gotta save some for your friends.
Nah. Cleric's taking care.
I know. The cleric's almost single-handedly like buffed and like me, and then like Nor just comes in and sets it up.
Look, and Tali and Taratha don't have friends. Okay, like that's not what we're about.
True. Next up is War Chief 4, who fails. Their int save U is up. A is on deck.
I'm gonna fly to War Chief 2.
Uh-huh.
I have a flight speed of 60. Do I make that?
Let's see if you do. 1 second. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Yep, you do.
So, we'll start with the longsword. That's a 2, but I have plus 10, so it's 12. So it
That'll
hits.
Bless Mephistopheles.
So,
And you hear
So
in your head,
the-
you're welcome.
so the initial damage is 9. Divine Strike, 11, 17,
Plus 2d8.
wait for it, plus 14. So 31 and plus 2d8. 31, 38, 43.
Nice. 1 second. All right. He's on death's door.
Spiritual weapon at 4th level.
Nice.
That's a 30-20.
Yup. Magic number's 12.
It's 8 already. And then 15-20.
Nice. So you rush up and sweep this one.
And the spiritual weapon moves up to the one on north.
Well, you have to. That's a bonus action. You already cast it, so you'll do. It on
Okay,
the-
cool.
You'll do
And
that your next
then-
turn.
And then
Woodruff.
Woodruff is trying to catch up with me.
Yep. Is he just gonna dash
he
or? What's his
he
movement?
has a fly speed of 40.
25, 30, 35, 40. And then do you want him to dash up to WC4?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
And
Hey.
he'll smile at 4.
Sounds good. And currently they're just kind of look like, A, what do you do?
I'm gonna fly in a straight line forward. I'll use my full fly of 60 feet.
Yep.
And feeling good after sweeping hard on the first battle and now feeling really inadequate after everything that's just happened. And just gonna loose an arrow across the field to 6.
Sounds good. You have advantage because they are still stunned.
Yup, and it's 21.
Yep.
$33.
Nice. 1 second.
Oh wait, I forgot my D8. That's another 6.
6 plus 33. All right, he's bloodied. He was the only one that 1 second. That everyone else got hit twice. He's the only one that only got hit once. Then they're gonna do their saves. Bless. One of them nat 20'd. So I'm not telling you which one. No, it is. It's 6 saved. but 7 is still stunned. Nor, what do you do? You're muted.
Back to the top. So, how many are left?
3. 6 just came out of stun, because they do it at the end of their turn, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so 6 came out of stunned, 7 and 4 are still stunned, and they are bloodied, all of them.
Does the one that is the one that's not stunned,
He's the least hurt, but still bloodied.
still bloodied? Would you say under 100 HP?
You don't know. Only one way to find out.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Disintegrate
Nice.
at 6.
Mm-hmm. What kind of save?
This
Or
is
is it
no. This is so dumb. I could just straight up kill. No, the one that's moving must die. It is a Dex save.
That is a 18, which will not save.
So I cast it at 7th level. So just because.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes 13d6 plus 40.
Jesus.
He takes 36 plus. He takes 76 damage. Is he killed?
No.
He doesn't
not.
disintegrate into ash.
No,
but he
it would
takes
have been
76 damage. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
The D8s on
Oh,
there too?
and then I crown him. I crown his ass.
Or why
Sorry.
don't you see if you crowd him first, so then we could have
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
disintegrate.
yeah. I'll crown him first. So that's a 26 to hit.
Yep. The magic
Alright.
number is 15.
Well, it's 4d12. It can't, in theory, do under that. 27, and then plus
Alright.
the 2d8. So it
Yeah.
will go.
So
But
yeah,
let's
so you
just-
crown of
That's
stars.
an 8 and a 6. It does 50. So or
Yeah.
almost 50. So
So you crown of stars them and kind of just batter him up, and then suddenly you bring your other hand and you
point
cast.
one finger, and then a greenish energy blast just goes in, and then it's like the end of Endgame. It just ash in the wind.
I don't feel good, Mr. Stark. Yeah, perfect. Next up is Ash. Simulacrum and Taratha are on deck. What does Ash do?
He took out the guy that I was gonna go after, so,
You could get like what?
Check Facebook.
Okay.
check Facebook. Okay, so I'm gonna move 55 feet, towards you. I think, just in a straight line to the right. And then I'm gonna cast Compel Duel on WC4. Are they stunned?
They're
I don't
still
even know
stunned.
if they. It's just someone I can see.
10, 15, 20, 23. Or
That's
you can
not
get like
me.
up
Make
over
fun.
here. They could be compelled dueled. Like they'll just auto fail. So if they come out of stun, they have to fight you. If
Okay.
that's what you want. All right. Simulacrum and Taratha.
They have disadvantage if they fight anyone else. Also, I didn't want to be right up next to him. I literally
sorry.
wanted to be 15 feet down from there. Yeah.
Got it. Or here we go.
Yeah. I want him to have to move to me.
Got it. All right.
Let's see. There's 2 left, ostensibly.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast. What's the range on suggestion?
They're still stunned. Don't forget.
That's fine.
So it could be an auto fail, but you're pretty much saving for if they do come out of stun.
That's fine. I like the flavor of what I'm about to do. I have to be within 30 feet of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to dual cast suggestion on both of them.
Sounds good. They'll both fail. Like they are currently stunned. They can't think. So, what's the suggestion?
Bow before us.
Nice.
You want me to bless them so they can actually get out of the stun and bow before us?
Tali. Oh wait, no, you're way back, so you have to move forward. Taratha. So, oops, sorry, 1 second. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I imagine you would have moved a little bit, so like you're up here.
Yeah.
Or whatever, within 30 feet. Okay, Tali.
Okay, I will be within. I just need to be within 60 feet of what is that? WC4 or 1? I can't tell. The one that's closest to
Yeah.
me right now.
You're within 60 feet.
I'm gonna cast Harm.
Nice. What kind of save?
It's Con.
Okay. I'll give you disadvantage. Okay, they fail.
Two D8. 2d8.
And 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
78.
Done. Out. She just reaches a hand up and squeezes, and its head explodes. Next up is you. There's only one left.
I'm asking Leia and Eric, do you want to do that? I can just like stand off because this is your campaign.
Go for it.
Okay.
Do what you gotta do.
All right. I will fly
Mm-hmm.
next to them
Mm-hmm.
and longsword. That this is 16.
Mm-hmm. Their AC is 11 right now. And you hear
Yeah.
Mephistopheles once again, "You're welcome." Because it would not have hit before.
Thank you. Okay.
That was such a good move to take away the armor because Nor took away the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, if it was
So-
magical fire, that would have been different. But because it wasn't magical fire,
So it's 40 points of damage,
Okay, they are up, but barely.
and then Woodruff will come and start attacking.
Sounds good.
So that's a 26,
Yeah.
let them
first
live
attack,
to bow. Let them live
and-
to bow.
and I will.
How about this?
I can do non-lethal with melee attacks. So.
Here we'll give the flavor of it. You know, he readies the last one, and suddenly the Inquisition's eyes blink clear, and compelled by Taratha's suggestion, they bow in front, and then Woodruff will go, "May El Mater have mercy on your soul," and describe how he takes him out.
He just gently kills him as he says this, like, "I hate this, but you have to go."
Nice.
And I will look at Woodruff and say, "Thank you for all the things you have done for me. I love you."
And he will put his hand on your shoulder and just like give like a small nod. A. What
Does-
do you do?
does-
Are there any left?
Nope.
Then yeah, I don't know.
Fly around and dance. That's what you do.
Loot?
Yeah. So you can
That's
start.
Yeah, that's what I'd start doing.
Okay, so you start moving forward. We're up to Nor.
Should we?
You
All
had
right. Nor will rise into the air, surveying the situation, and just in this echoing boom of 100 voices, yell out, "This must be a ruse. It was too easy." And she will use shape change to turn into a Tarask, which is gargantuan. I don't know. That's really, really big. and then she's just gonna stomp forward and start attacking structures.
Yeah. So we're gonna pop her big. 1 second.
Something like that. Yeah, that looks about right.
There we go. All right, so she pops into Tarask form and just starts wrecking. You could tell that she's probably gonna take this entire city down in search. Ash, what do you do?
I mean, unless there is any danger to perceive, he's just gonna get out of Nora's way.
Nor.
Yeah.
What is would Nor attack the party at all, or is she just going after structures?
Are there support pillars?
That's the
She starts the first legendary action. She
Yeah.
uses. She does a tail attack at one of them, which
Okay.
just knocks it down. It does double damage to structures.
Yeah, so Nor, with the legendary action at the end of Ash's turn, smashes one of the pillars, and there are 5 in this room that would, once all 5 are hit, would crumble this particular place. And the whole building sort of shakes with the force of it. Simulacrum and Taratha.
Yeah, I'm just kind of gonna let Tarask do its fucking thing. I don't really see a reason to not let it do its thing.
Are you staying nearby, or are you...
Oh, I'm flying the fuck away and dashing away.
Sounds good. You do that. Now, bear in mind, the NPCs are off on the side fighting, I know that Taratha wouldn't care about this, but some of the others might. Some
I
of the
was just going to ask
yeah.
that.
Some of the NPCs are still engaged with the other war chiefs. Tomas, Shimmer, Esnef, Joe, Faye are all deep in battle with 2 of them. And they don't look like they're going to be able to, like, outlast this building if Nor takes all of them down.
Oh yeah, in that case, Ash would be going over to help
Okay.
them.
Yeah, I would go help.
At the end of Taratha's turn, she will tail attack another one.
Sounds good. I'll let you both make attacks on the other war chief. So pause for a second. I'm gonna 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna pop them into initiative. I'm gonna let the 2 of you go over as well. Wait, one. Balls. Ash over here. Taratha. You could just move over here. So you take your action to sort of make your way over there because they're not like you'll have to dash, but next turn you could start attacking the other 2. Tali, is she going to go after Nor, or is she going to go aid the NPCs?
I mean, yeah, she'll go aid the NPCs. If there's anyone looking sad, she'll heal them.
Yeah. So it would take her it takes a full movement and action to dash into range, but if she wanted to bonus action heal, Faye is looking the worst right now.
Yeah, if she can, she'll do a bonus action mass healing word.
Nice.
But try and not heal our good friend over there.
Yeah. I mean, they're all looking rough. It's just Faye was the worst of them. Because Tomas used all of his healing on Ash with his lay on hands.
When did that happen?
After the first fight. You were at, like, nothing.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so
Yeah.
he used lay on hands.
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna be 12 for all of them.
Sounds good. Make note of that. Next up is you and A.
We will fly over the first one, the one.
Sounds good. You would be the only one that's able to get there in one round.
Okay.
Oop, wrong thing.
And you know what?
What?
I'll keep that spiritual weapon there and cast another spiritual weapon at level 6.
Nice.
Because I can.
Nice. So
So the first attack. Oh, they don't have the thing though, right?
all of their armors got dicked. So
Oh, okay. That's a 22.
yeah.
So the longsword damage is 26,
Mm-hmm.
and the spiritual weapon is the hits. That's 20.
Nice. Sounds good.
Does Woodruff make there?
He has to dash. So
Oh, he will dash and wait there.
yep. Next up is A. It would take an action and dash, or rather movement and dash, so you could have an action to make an attack, if you would like.
Yeah, definitely. I'll bonus action dash, and as long as I'm within 80 feet of them, then
Yep.
I'll fire one off. That's a 21 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for. Do we still have the d8s?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so then math is hard. $45 total.
Nice. All right. Next up is Tarask Nor. You see everyone, or she would see everyone leave. But there's still the pillars. You knocked down 3, I believe. There's 2 left.
Knock down 2. You're in control of the actions, Chief.
Yep. So as she knocks down the 2 pillars, the ceilings come down all around you. I need dexterity saving throws from everyone. That's double nat ones. And a nat 20. Okay. Who got... Oop. 1 second. Anyone...
Dexterity if we're in the air.
Yes, because this literal ceiling is falling down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got a 21 and 20.
Sounds good. For those who rolled 16 or higher, you will take half damage. I know rogue's evasion, but the ceiling comes down. Oh wait, 1 second. I rolled. All around you, this rubble smacks into the ground. For those that failed, you take 33 points of bludgeoning damage. For those that saved, you take half of that. Tali's mass cure or mass healing word saved the NPCs on that one, but they are all looking on death's door with that particular hit. Let me just add the damage to the dragoons. All right. And then Nora, do you have any other attacks?
There's 5. It has 5 attacks.
Okay, so
It can do 1 bite, 2 claws, 1 horns, 1 tail. That's on its turn.
sounds good.
So that's what you get to do.
There's
Oh,
more.
and it auto uses frightful presence. So
Yeah.
everyone needs to make a DC 17 Wisdom save if they're within 120 feet at the start of its turn.
Everyone's not within sight of you right now because they kind of like went to a different room. I'm going to say that Nora is going to continue knocking down structures, and every 5 structures she knocks down is another. So we're just going to move her out over here. Is another dex thing. So you move into another room, and you can make more attacks.
Do you want me to make them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, oh my gosh, they're all plus 19 to hit. Are they ever gonna? Do I have to roll the d20s?
Only to see if you crit fail.
Only to see if I crit. Well, I have advantage on all of them.
You do.
All right, I'll just roll what's that? 10d20. I'm just gonna roll 10d20. See if any are ones.
Well, you already did 3 attacks. Is the thing.
Oh, okay. So I'll roll 6d20. Or 2d20. 4d20. Okay, this is the last one. Sorry, no ones.
Okay.
All right.
So you
And
knock down
then-
2 more.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Next up is the War Chief. Let me see if he re-ups his... He does. I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from everyone, except Woodruff.
Except Woodruff? Did Woodruff take damage from the last thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just asking.
Yeah. So... Alright. Anyone who got less than a 17 is going to take 53 fire damage, half on a successful save.
So 26 half by for me.
Yep.
13.
And with that, 1 second. All but Joe goes down. So Tomas, Faye, actually no, Shimmer's still up, sorry. Tomas, Faye, who else was there? I forget. Shimmer, Joe,
Esnef.
Esnef is down. So Tomas, Faye, and Esnef are down. Shimmer and Joe are up, but just barely. Next up we have Ash. WC1 is on death's door. WC2 got hit during the previous fight, but not for much.
Alright, he's gonna attack twice.
Sounds good.
Lower of those is a 21.
Yep.
And, that's gonna be... 27 damage.
Sounds good.
And then he is going to bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
healing word Tomas.
Sounds good. So Tomas pops up.
He's
1
got
second.
7.
Sounds good. Next up is Tarathan the Simulacrum. Oh, sorry. Legendary action, Nor smacks down another thing. So that's 3 out of 5.
And she can use a legendary action to move, so she get closer to another pillar as well.
Mm-hmm.
How far away am I from people?
This is to scale.
With my movement, can I get to, like... I guess I just don't know which icon is which.
You're these 2.
How far am I away from, like, Esnaf, Joe, all of them?
Got it. You were within 45 feet of all of them.
Ooh, that's no bueno.
Healer has still things up, so I am the healer. So
Yeah, I guess I'll try to get as close as possible and try to do something next turn.
You're within 30 feet of the enemies as well.
Okay, yeah, then I'll get in 30 feet and I'll start, I still have 3rd level slots, double fireball. Last one for Simulacrum.
That would hit your allies as well, though.
Ooh, that's not good.
Are you able to see the stream?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'll just double firebolt.
Sounds good. Which one?
Whichever's closer.
That'll be 2.
Cool. Yep. 26 and 27.
Both hit.
First one does 16. Second one does 20.
So it's 36. Okay. Sounds good. Next up is Tomas, who is going to make 2 attacks at the one next to, 1 second, Ash. So we just pretend he's there, and he'll thank you to Ash and make 2 attacks, and is going to hit both times. He's out of smites, but he does have sneak. 3, 10, 12, 20 points of damage to that one. And next up is that enemy, who is going to, let's see if he gets breath weapon. He does. He's going to blast everyone. Tali, Taratha, Simulacrum, and Tomas with that one. Okay, so Tomas is down. I need dex saves out of everyone. DC 17.
Oh.
Not out of you, sorry. It's Tali,
Oh, okay.
Tali, Taratha's, and A.
Hey, just barely.
Nice. So those that rolled below will take 56. Those 17 or higher will take half of that.
Simulacrum holding on by a thread.
What, like with 2?
It's like 6, but yeah.
Beautiful. Next up, we have Shimmer, who is going to Healing Word Tomas again, and he is going to be up at 6 minimum. Then we have Tali. Oh, legendary action, Nor moves to another column.
She's gonna do mass healing word on as many of the allies as she can get in a 30-foot radius without hitting the enemy.
Yep.
That
You'll give
is
everyone
gonna.
that.
Cool. That is gonna get everyone. 27.
Beautiful. All right, everyone mark that down. 1 second. Okay. 27 plus 6.
That was everyone?
Yep. Everyone. Esnef is going to also make 2 attacks and hit both times. 4, 7. Right, there's the. Okay, and puts War Chief 2 on Death's Door. And then.
Does Esnaf have any boons left?
No. He used them all at this point. That is how the NPCs have been surviving during these fights. So next up
Totally.
is you. Nor hits a 4th column with her last legendary action.
Okay. So,
And just, like, the ceiling is coming down, so, like, those who fly have a way out. Those who don't are gonna get dicked.
am I in 30 feet range of the down NPCs?
None of them are down anymore. They all have at least 33 hit points.
That was Tally
So-
right, that did that?
Tali did that.
So,
Yeah, it's
I
all.
will channel divinity,
Mm-hmm.
heal Thomas up to half.
Sounds good.
So what does that give me?
1
Is there any
second.
left? Because I can heal 70 HP.
33 minus 70. 37. Is
37?
What he took.
And then 33 left.
Sounds good.
And oh no, I will keep dividing that 33. So who needs it? DM. You know the NPC stats.
Yeah.
Just give them. Give them
Faye
to
could take that 33.
Okay.
All right. Well, Faye and Esnef will take those, so I'll distribute that
Okay.
between the two of them.
So bonus action, spiritual weapon is going to hit the one next to me.
Sounds good.
That hits. $29.
Mm-hmm.
33, 32, 37.
Nice. 37.
And Woodruff will attack twice.
Sounds good. They're on death's door.
Will hit twice.
Mm-hmm. Magic number is 16.
Well, 8, 18. $40 points of damage.
Yeah,
on
they are
them.
done. The dragon dude that the Iron Man dude is on death's door in front of you. But the issue is you can feel the ceiling about to come down. And while the NPCs may be able to handle like one more attack, you know that Nora is going to keep smashing things down. So you need not only to knock and not just you, but like the party needs to come up with not only a way to deal with this last one, but an exit strategy for themselves and the NPCs. What do you do?
No pressure. This one's on death's door, though.
It is. Literally, they have 10 HP, so I think that if you hit, you have no way of not killing them.
Yeah, I think in the interest of not having to fuck with it, I would rather just take it out and then we can work on leaving.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, so this one, it charges up its flamethrower again. And just as the flames start coming out of the barrel, a reels back, gets him right in the eye, and he falls over dead. Now we're up to Nor, who knocks down another pillar. And I need dexterity saving throws from everyone.
Simi is gone.
Oof. Jesus. Sounds good. 1 second.
Unless it somehow only dealt 5 damage.
The what? Yeah, no. Those who roll 16 or better take half of 36 bludgeoning damage. Those who rolled below take the full 36. And the NPCs are all up, but just barely. 1 second.
You said WC2 is down?
Yeah, there are no more war chiefs left. And then Nor will move, kind of using her movement, and will down another 4 with her attacks. Just roll me 5d10 just to make sure you don't double nat 1. 5d20 just to make sure you don't double nat 1.
You got it, Chief.
Yep.
Nope. It was all good.
Sounds good. Ash, what do you do?
I mean, with a strength roll of 22, he's literally just going to pick up Tomas and run.
Okay.
Because he doesn't trust Tomas to get the fuck out the way. So
Yeah, he does not. He puts up a bit of a fight, but you just haul him over like a sack of potatoes and dash past Tyrannosaurus Nor, keeping out of the way of the Tarrasque. Simulacrum is out. Taratha, what do you do?
I'm gonna grab Joe and
She doesn't even know you, but she just lets it happen.
Dimension door 500 feet away.
Nice. So you dimension door out of the place. Tomas, he actually goes, okay, my turn, and then he'll kind of pop up and then like put you over his shoulder and start running. So the two of you are tag teaming that. Shimmer, 1 second. I just need to see whether or not she has any. Do druids get any teleportation spells? I don't think so.
Transport via plants is probably
But that's there's no plants in here, big enough. But she can fly. So what she's going to do is she's going to dragon shape, starry shape archer, and pick up Faye, and just start flying her out of one of the holes in the ceiling. So that's Tomas, Faye, Shimmer, Joe. So only Esnef remains back. At this point.
Fly, and I can pick up Esnef.
But first...
If not...
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But we just have to deal with Tarask Nor, who will get a 5th pillar in that. So just roll me 2d20s to make sure you don't double nat 1.
Nope.
Okay.
First one's a 14. Second one's 12.
So what remains... So at this point, the only people in the area would be Esnef, A, and you, and Tali. So I need the 4 of them to make dexterity saving throws.
18.
Okay. It's 42 on a fail, half as much on a save.
And that's a 17
Nice.
or 16.
16.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is Tali.
Is there anyone down right now?
Esnef is down.
Okay, yeah, Tali will, do I have to make a strength check to get Esnaf out of here?
What's her strength score?
14? 16, sorry.
With the 16, she'll be able to pick him up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she will throw Esnaf over her shoulder and, get the fuck out. And then honestly, as soon as she's safe, she's just gonna, like, set down, and then her and, the twins are gonna GTFO.
Yeah. Yup.
Like literally not even gonna say goodbye. Probably send a sending to Taratha and just be like, has been fun.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And then be back at the caravan.
Yup. So you and your buds, and we're gonna come out of combat there. So pretty much everyone is able to rush their way out, including A, because I imagine A and you, the two of you, are still up and have flying ability.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So the two of you fly up, and everyone kind of runs away and watches from afar as Nor kind of chips away and kind of angrily stomps through this entire fucking building, and then goes over to the next one. How long does this last for, Nor?
I mean, if the whole... I was expecting the whole thing to just crumble on the Tarask.
Uh-huh.
And, like, the whole thing just caves in.
Nice.
Perhaps killing
No,
something.
you don't have a death wish. You do, but I'm not letting you. So the Tarask drops down and the building collapses all around it. Luckily, you've got that double death ward that's stopping you from, properly dying.
Yeah, Ash will fucking go in and get Nor out of the fucking rubble. Like, what are you doing?
And Faye is
Sam
right.
needs to know when... I don't know when Tarask form ends.
Yeah, well, the avatar state ends after a half hour, so after some time when people, use, the last of their healing abilities to patch one another up, suddenly the building collapses all around you, and, there's silence, and Faye immediately just starts hauling ass with, Ash right next to her, starting to sift through,
So, I would... drop my drop the Trask form 12 seconds before the avatar state is up. All right. And then I am going to cast... One sec. I need to look up the spells. I wanted to cast Wish, but I know that wasn't allowed. You said that wasn't one that I could cast. In
Roll
this
me a
form.
D100.
Okay.
I just didn't want it used in the fight, but apparently divine intervention exists, so
55.
Dude, that was so easy. I was
you
like,
can-
it's gonna last until like 6 a.m.
yeah, I thought it would too. You can cast a wish. It was a 50-50 shot.
I will wish for Taijo to be rid once and for all of the Inquisition, and with that, I drop to 0 hit points.
Nice. And then Death Ward pops you to 1, but you're at level 5 exhaustion.
Can I
So-
see? So, are you? Is Nor up or not?
Nor is unconscious for
And
all
under
intents.
all the
Yeah.
rubble, right?
Yeah. So
That's fine. Look at you.
yeah. So
God damn it.
it's a whole search
My
party.
speed is 0. My speed
Yeah.
is 0.
It
It's not a
takes-
whole search party. I have locate creature.
Sure. So you, Faye, and Ash rush forward, searching for Nor, and eventually find her unconscious, exhausted, barely breathing. In
Yeah,
the
healing
rubble.
word just immediately. Like
I
And
will
then
give
just, like-
70 HP first before you do, so you can like keep
Okay.
pumping because that only halves.
that's
Mm.
fine. Ash will then pick her up. And just fucking. Unless Faye wants to do it.
Faye will try to, but she can't really. She's very weak. But also Nor's.
Cool.
But she'll hold Nor's hand the whole time. Like, Ash is carrying her, but
Yeah.
she's got like Nor's hand in her hand, and she's like, as you're walking, she's brushing the rubble off of her face and kind of combing the debris out of her hair.
He'll just cast prestidigitation a couple of times.
And Faye will
Get
actually
Nor
look at
clean.
she'll look at Ash and go, I wouldn't clean off Tomas. Just kind of salty that you're not letting her clean off Nor. Just like, I wouldn't step on your toes.
Nor will, is Nor
That
conscious
goes
or
right over his
unconscious?
head and does not get it.
Yep.
Is Nor conscious or unconscious?
I would say barely. You could get like a line out if you want to, but like it's not.
I'll just ask, did we win? And then I'll just fall unconscious.
Nice. So let's fast forward to a couple months after, where Taijo is, to everyone but Nor's surprise, as you come up, free of all Inquisition, any trace of Inquisition, any memory of it. What is the...
You don't remember it either?
Only the party does. No
Okay,
one
cool.
else. What's everyone doing in these months of confused peace? And how do they celebrate their hard-earned victory?
Ash donates all of his property in the city and leaves. He's gonna move to the house up. He will sell or donate most of the properties to like agrarian farms and like communes and shit.
Mhm.
Particularly for anyone who's left surviving, although I don't really know how that works at this point. But anyway, he'll GTFO with the fam, comes to the city sometimes, but generally just stays the fuck out of as much shit as he possibly can muster. Yeah.
Nice. Nor.
Nor, I think with the danger gone, I think she's gonna go on a vacation with Faye. She can teleport anywhere.
Yeah.
So they just teleport somewhere where nobody knows nothing about nothing, and maybe they're just gone for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously they get the orphanage in good working order before then, and they plan on returning.
Oh yeah, he takes over
But-
that orphanage,
Yeah.
and if he needs to, we'll kill all of those nuns.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, sorry, her orphanage, not
Yeah,
that
but
orphanage.
now, I understand that, but now you have an orphanage. If you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
an above ground orphanage, you have
We
one
got
now.
it. We got it.
Yep.
Oh,
That's the
was-
orphanage that you has his eyes on in Saturday.
can I be the Archbishop of Church of Ilmater?
Yes. So.
And that orphanage is not at all like that because coup d'etat.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
take over.
it's really not.
Yep. So, you, while Nor takes over the orphanage side of things, like running the day-to-day, you, runs the accompanying church, next door to it, as the Archbishop of the Church of Ilmater. Is there anything else you would do in his,
yeah, I think after like setting the Church of Ilmater into right path,
mhm.
he would just keep attending the city matters, and I believe like he would be also like trying to be in the councils and stuff and keep things up, while talking to Ilmater time to time,
Mhm.
to possibly become an angel again
Nice.
when the time comes.
Solid. What about Tara? Oh, go ahead.
Nor would try to reach out to the detective Clesto. I really can't remember the name right now. Lumiere.
Mm-hmm. And you don't get a response back.
Like he did?
He doesn't exist anymore.
Ah. Well, there we go.
What about Taratha and Corey? I'm not sure if you want to give an ending for Franz as well.
Taratha, upon setting down Joe to safety, would look into her eyes and say, I see a lot of ambition in your eyes. I see possibly a kinship. Would you help spread my word in Taizhou?
And she'll look and go, you're good, but no.
You could be great.
I already am.
Well.
Don't get me wrong, we can work together from time to time, but I don't answer to anyone.
I wouldn't expect you to. You'll hear from my people soon.
Solid.
And she would disappear to
Mm-hmm.
continue to protect the realm.
Solid. And what about A?
A is going to accompany Esnef back to Vara and see Shvesti and the crew.
Mm-hmm.
And then sort of feeling like the hobbits at the end of Lord of the Rings, where like I don't really know what to do with myself now.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna wander back home to Gio and try to work on her family stuff, rebuilding those relationships. She has a new sense of purpose now in her mind.
Nice. And the world is not without some turmoil and trouble and clashes between nobles and differing opinions, but the plague of the Inquisition is only a burden that the party now has to bear, and only in their memories. But fortunately, you are able to escape with your lives, or not escape, but come out on top with your lives and better off and stronger for it. And that is where we conclude the campaign. So,
Woohoo!
solid
What?
job, everyone.
Why is my face wet?
Ha. Yo. It's sort of the, I didn't expect, the wish at the end. And it kind of reminds me, because, Eric had mentioned how it's kind of like a bit of a unicorn to be able to play, like, a long-form campaign from start to finish. And, like, in the one that Eric DMs, like, the party was kind of, like, well-known heroes, like, that just kind of went down in history. And, like, it's kind of the opposite for this one. Like, there's no history of the event to be had, in a way. So it's just kind of like a silent victory rather than, like, all this notoriety.
I mean, Nor gave you peace by casting that wish.
Yeah. It was good. There were a lot of good rolls. I thought that last fight was going to be deadly because that's, 16d6 fire damage times 7 coming at y'all.
Your
And
final
then-
boss has to have some legendary resistance.
I know.
But it's okay.
I was so scared as soon as you said the Iron Man suit.
Yup, that's what got...
Screaming behind my screen.
Yup. But I don't mind it. Sometimes boss fights are easier than you expect. And it also allows us to end on time and not go to like 4:30.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, and it's also, high level boss fights are really difficult. I'm not sure if anyone else has DM'd a high, like, and especially like, so like Eric, you DM'd a high level boss fight. But I don't know. Like, it's different. I feel like it's slightly different when it's for, like, a party that, like, the ins and outs of. Whereas, like, here we had guests, which is totally fine. I wanted guests. So, like, there were just so many wild cards that, like, I couldn't necessarily prep for and think of, like, solutions for. And, like, making sure that it's, like, just deadly enough, but not so deadly that there's no recourse at all. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I generally run high-level Pathfinder campaigns because I like the strategy involved, the communal strategy involved with them. And I have actually found that although they take more time, they are easier than low-level fights because I know that they're going to be rewarding and I can figure out how to make them rewarding, but the lower-level fights I find it harder to make them rewarding. Or fun and not just a grind.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite. I really like the low level fights because, like,
I like mid.
I mean, I like mid too. But what I like about low and mid is that, like, the simplest of things can be very tricky for, like, so, like, how do I describe it? So it's like you're DMing. And it's like, you just make the enemies are up on a cliff, and you guys are down below. It's just like, okay, like, low-level party, like, that's a huge problem, and, like, beyond everything else. And so I like that kind of aspect of things. But I do like high-level fights. I feel like we did good here. I feel like the one we had in our campaign, that high-level fight also went, that last, like, campaign day of fights. I thought that went pretty well. I did the old snafu on them. The boss fight is you're actually gonna have to fight them today, which was
yeah, that was rough. I'm not gonna lie.
They fought a bunch of not ancient but just adult dragons like at once in their big flying machine that got crashed, and then I was like, oh yeah, and now you have to go fight the big bad, and it was like, or else he's gonna like it was time sensitive, and it was just like, oh no, we've blown everything on these dragons, but then they wouldn't beat the big bad anyways. And so that was pretty rad.
Yeah. Cool.
I honestly didn't think the divine intervention would work.
Yeah, it was like a
twice.
shits and giggles roll out of one, which turned into like, you know what, fuck it, why not? And then suddenly.
I mean, Tali's actually been historically very good with her divine interventions. So,
Mhm.
despite the fact that it is a very low chance, I wasn't super surprised because for whatever reason my dice like to roll well on those rolls.
Mhm.
I think it was very fun to bring like fucking Ilmater and
Yeah.
Mephistopheles together. I think that is like very fun. And who Tali has become is like
Mhm.
very entertaining.
I also really like
Like
that.
celestials
Okay.
and demons together
But that's kind of
for
the
almost all the
flavor of
fights.
this world though, because like there's good and evil aligned deities that want this world to be freed. So even if they disagree in general, like they agree on this one issue and therefore like they can work together. So I just liked that that was there in the final battle. So I'm curious what it's like for the people on like the Friday and Saturday crew to see what kind of like a This is like one potential campaign end. So see like what does it feel like both being in the campaign still and also seeing the a potential ending of it.
So finally, we know that Yu doesn't suck all the way down. He can be useful,
Mm-hmm.
and he proved that to another level. Like he's been useful, but this is just like
Mm-hmm.
a bit too much than I would imagine him to be able to. And it's kind of sad that to see that this is ending, but also like quite satisfying in terms of like I have a thing for you, and it looks like he achieved almost everything that I imagined him.
Mm-hmm.
So feels good.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a bittersweet feeling. Like I definitely shed a tear for a second there, you know, because obviously we know in our group that we're working towards this goal, but to see it happen as kind of like a precursor to what we're working on, you know, kind of frames the perspective of what we're working on in a little bit different way. It
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
makes it more I don't want to say more attainable, but you know, it's still kind of a vague idea of a goal that we are striving for at this juncture because it's still so far off for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's been a good campaign. I've enjoyed playing with y'all in all of its iterations and for the 2 years that it's been going. So I'm sad to see one of it being over, but it's fun. Like kind of thinking about where it came from back with the fucking level 1 necromancers in the mansion. Then meeting
Been a long
Ash.
time since then.
Yeah. And then Ash joining in at the fortress. So yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts? Because we don't have to go all the way to 4, but not sure if anyone has any concluding thoughts or.
No, I think I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well.
I
Okay.
did actually have a sort of thought that I was storing in my head that I can share with you guys because you're not in my group. But I was sort of thinking about saving my single use of wish for the very, very end.
You
And
do
kind of
have.
seeing that happen was like, oh shit, oh, that was really good.
It was.
Oh no. So that's, I mean, I hadn't decided exactly how I was going to do it, but I have a single use of wish in a tiara
Yep.
that I'm kind of just going to hang on to for a while.
Yep.
Yeah. One thing, my wife's character had an item that gave a wish, and they just never used it the
Yep.
entire campaign. Just kind
Yep.
of funny.
But we still have those level 21 shots.
To be fair, we do. Well, we will have like a level 20 one shot at some point in the distant future. But it's more like it's funny. I think it's because I'm a little more strict on the wish. Like if I had wished for what I wished for in my own campaign, I either wouldn't have given it to me or there would have been severe consequences.
Oh yeah,
So,
it was definitely
but
an end of
we're different.
campaign wish, you know.
Mhm.
So like, if Katie, you tried to do that now in your campaign, it would have severe consequences. But with how it was set up and everything, I was like, you know what, this is a good way to end it. So, but now you could see the power of the right wish in the right
it was
moment.
really,
Yeah,
it was really beautiful.
yeah.
I'm gonna use divine intervention every day when we
You
become
can't-
level 10.
I mean, yes and no. You have to wait a week in between.
If it
So,
succeeds.
yeah. Yep, but definitely.
I mean, Tala used it a lot, so
Yeah, no.
Recommend.
So I think divine intervention sometimes gives some of the best fucking things. Like that's how we got, rock and gravel to stay. God, that was fun.
It was also good to play with people who created most of the NPCs that I play every week.
Yeah,
Like
Corey,
Thomas
right
Franz.
now Franz is like the bane of Saturday's existence.
Hell yeah!
With
Like-
that face.
It
Oh,
hurts
Franz.
so much.
I love his use of Wish. That was my favorite.
Yes, the best wish use.
For those who don't know, he basically gave his
Oh
father
wait. Sorry.
Ah!
Not there's
Ah!
some spoilers, but just the Franz and his dad part. Like no other
Yeah,
context.
very
Sorry.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about how he ended up in this campaign. I have an idea.
Mhm.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah, that works for me. I could actually catch you up on where Franz is at in Saturday and Friday, because I think you might get a kick out of it. But yeah, cool. Well, with that, I think we're gonna close it. Thank you all for a wonderful 2 years, and we'll play sometime soon.
Hell yeah!
Bye.